Hello and welcome everyone to Quick Album Reviews. I'm stupid CJ Metal because I had written a review for Kill 'Em All by Metallica and accidentally deleted it. All that time, wasted and gone. So instead of that album, I decided I'd share a little gem with you all that I got recommended. So I was told this album was one of the best doom metal albums of 2019 so far. If you don't follow doom metal, by the way, you definitely should, because 2019 has had some pretty good doom metal releases. I mean, we got Green Lungs, Woodland Rites, October Tides, In Splendor Below, and Swallow the Suns When a Shadow is Forced into the Light. Just to name a few, of course. I mean, there's more, but all of these I've heard, and they're all very good albums, and you should definitely check them out after listening to this review. However, I had actually never heard of this group before, so I decided to give them a listen for myself and see if this claim was accurate. So released this year of 2019, The Black Powder by Lord Vicar, at least I think that's how you say it, is quite good and has become my second favorite doom metal album of 2019. The band is actually made up of former members of other doom metal bands like Count Raven, Reverend Bazaar, and Saint Vitus. I mean, you gotta think, with all this talent from all these other, rather well-known doom metal bands, how could this band do really any wrong? But anyways, let's get to the actual review, because that's what you're all here for, hopefully. Now, I hope you like long albums, because this one clocks in at almost 70 minutes. And fun fact, the first track is 17 minutes. Now, this actually scared me when I saw the track time, because once upon a time, there was this band I was listening to called Coliseum, and they decided to make a 20-minute first track on an hour-long album. Long story short, I didn't like the first track, which means 1/3 of the album is already not good to me because of that just one song. However, on this album, the first track actually ended up being really good, so I already like 25% of this album, so we're off to a good start. If you're a fan of slow, heavy, distorted doom metal, then you'll probably like this album. The first half is very slow, but the heaviness of the guitar and bass really fills in the gaps. And the guitar and bass tone at the beginning has a nice, deep, stoner doom metal sound to it, and it's good stuff, but the tone kind of loses that feature by, the halfway mark, roughly. But it's mainly due to the tempo picking up. But the tone is still heavy, though, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's still a good, fat tone. I also want to point out the drums on this album because they really do a good job of accenting the music. When the time comes to bring down the thunder, the drums deliver the crush. When the time comes to headbang, well, the drums just deliver. I guess you could just call them Amazon. And because this is a doom metal album, there has to be vocals. So the vocals on this album are very old school doom metal sounding. They have a bit of a roughness to them with a emotional tint with them as well, if that makes sense, which it probably doesn't. Just trust me, they work. All right, don't question it. So as you make your way down the album, you'll finally come across a track called Nightmare. This is actually an acoustic track, and normally it would be bashed because the band never established an acoustic sound in the album and stuff like that. However, they actually did on the first track, so I can't complain about that. So the acoustic doesn't really come out of nowhere or out of left field like some bands or albums I've heard where they just decide to just randomly throw in a acoustic track just because they can, I guess. I honestly don't even know why they do it, but it was established on this album, so it's allowed, I guess. Overall, I have to say, it's an excellent addition to the doom metal genre. It's slow, heavy, and just oozes with old school doominess, but with modern production, obviously. It's a pleasant listen and will definitely satisfy any doom metal lover's lust for good music. And it's because, for all those reasons, this album's going to get a 9.5 out of 10 from me. Alright everyone, I think that's going to wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you tell a friend to like and subscribe as well. I will try to get out another review within the next day, 2, or by the latest just Sunday if I can. Chemistry has become very difficult, so I'll see what I can do. All right, everyone. Hope you're all having a great day.